Hello everyone, here's Mango and Blueberry again. Now this is a video on how to select a healthy bird. So whether you're going to purchase a bird or you're going to adopt one from the shelter, I would say try to pick a younger bird if you're able to. And how to tell a young bird is that on top of the cere is the color part on top of the beak. This is Mango. Like his cere is blue, so he's a boy because he's mature. And with this species, his cere turns blue when he is an adult. So you can tell that he's an adult also by on top of the ceres, there's no more bar lines. For a young bird, his eyes are much bigger, like dark, round, button eyes for this species. Now his eyes got a little smaller because he's older. He's 39 months old, 3 years, 3 months. And the bars start to disappear after 1 year old. So you can see there's almost no more bars. Same thing with Blueberry. With this color bird, it's the same thing. On top of the cere, there should be bars for a very young bird and big round button eyes. So that's number one. Try to pick as young a bird as you can, because the younger the bird, the easier to train and easier to tame. With an older bird, like Blueberry, with my other video, I was his second owner. We had to retrain and redo some things to undo some of the undesired behavior. But fortunately, he was able to get retrained. So try to get your bird as young as possible. So with these species, the blue cere, when they're old enough, indicates a male. When they're young, blue, this is Mango. His cere used to be purplish, and then after about 4 or 5 months, it starts to get more blue and blue until now. Now for the female, it could be anywhere from a tan to a pinkish. Those are the regular guidelines, but with unusual mutations like the albino, the all white ones, or the all yellow ones, they have a different type of cere. So not necessarily they would change. So it depends whether their mutation is dominant or not, or recessive. So now that you're going to choose your parakeet, what do you look for in a healthy parakeet? You look for the feathers. The feathers should be all nice and in place, no missing feathers. So, and the vent is the bottom part of the tail where they poop. Should be clean. See? Okay, Mango doesn't want us to look under his vent. But a healthy parakeet should look like this. Nice feathers, nothing missing, long tail. There should be 4 toes on each foot, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Should be nicely flexible, no visible irritation, no flaky skin. Same thing with the cere. You don't want any kind of runny, you can say it, the cere is like the nose part. You don't want any liquid or discharge there. A clean vent. You don't want any whistling or wheezing sound when they breathe. Same thing with the tail. It should not bob. If the tail is bobbing up and down, there's a problem. Now, Mango, he's very funny. Okay, Mango, he's bobbing his head up and down because he's kind of happy and kind of sleepy at the same time. But I'm running after him with the camera because he's our example of a healthy bird. Yes, a healthy bird will also not only groom his own feathers, you have to watch their behavior. How do they interact with other birds? Are they aggressive to the point where they're fighting, picking a fight? Are they kicking, biting other birds? If so, I would not pick that type of bird. So not only physically healthy, you want mentally healthy too. Mango, what are you doing? You're playing with your mirror? Okay. So there's a checklist to buy a nice healthy bird. So you want the bird to have contact with other birds. If the bird is huddled at the corner, being beaten up, then you know his personality is very shy. So you just have to be aware of that. So the eyes should be shining and clean, and there's no discharge on the nose, on the eyes. And same thing, the beak should be smooth, well formed. Make sure the beak is not over long or crooked. And you want to make sure the feet and toes are straight. Like I said, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And you look at the droppings too, if you can. Usually you can't tell which droppings is from which bird in the store where they have a lot of birds housed together. But you happen to go to a breeder that only have 4 or 2, a small amount of birds, and happen to see the droppings. Look around. The droppings should be a solid dropping. So the white is in the middle, with kind of like a mossy green color curled up like a little round circle. So depending on their diet, the consistency could be a little bit more watery, and the color could be different from a mossy green. So it depends on what they eat. But you want your bird to be healthy and alert, and also if you are able to put your hand in the area, talk to it, see if it comes to you. That's what I do. The ones that come to me, respond to me, are the ones that are trainable. So if you're in an area where they put the birds in an open top and you can put your hand towards it to see how they interact with you. If they come, some birds come right to me, some birds just shy away or they run away. So you can tell their personality. So make sure they're healthy. So healthy means physical health and emotional health, how they interact with other birds. Thank you for viewing, and my next video would be how to prepare your home for the bird, because you have to bird proof your home. There's a lot of things to think about before you make that purchase, and everything should be in place before you buy the bird. Thank you for viewing.